Heather has been in real estate business for 11 years, serving as right hand to many top agents and teams, the Avalo team, the Rubel team, Cusick and Associates. Heather launched her own career in real estate sales during the fall of 2012. In less than 1 year, Heather grew the real estate pros to include 7 agents, that's phenomenal, 2 marketing professionals, and a full-time operations manager. Heather's team finished 2013 closing 92 transactions, sides and just shy of $8 million in sales. Heather serves on the Associate Leadership Council of Keller Williams in the Metro Northeast office, is a member of MIBOR and Anderson-Madison County Board of Realtors, member of Pendleton Business Association, and is an accredited home staging professional and holds a BS degree in marketing management. Please help me welcome Heather.
Who is new in real estate less than a year? Less than 2 years? Okay, less than 5? Okay, all right. Kim just told my story a little bit about being a full-time agent, which I just launched in the fall of 2012. I don't send postcards with Christmas lights. I don't do a truck, but I do social media. And my success just took off. I had no idea. If you would have asked me 5 years ago, would I be up here? Would I have a team? No way. This is not what I signed up for. After being in the business for 11 years and seeing what works, what doesn't work, and learning so much about the transactions, for all the agents that I've worked with, I've probably been responsible for more than 1,000 closings. So I know a lot about the business. It was the fall of 2012 that I worked for the Rubel team, and I started putting into place some of the technology that Keller Williams offers. I've always had a license, but I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just sell like a house a month, just for some extra income. So I started with the social media. My pipeline grew so fast that by January, I think Anna and I sat down in December and I said, I can't keep up with your business and my business. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's great. So very supportive of me. I think by January, I don't know how many closings I had had. And by May, I had added 2 agents, an operations person, and we were, I think in May of 2013, I think I personally closed like 22 transactions and totally capped in 1 month. So I've been at 100% commission for the rest of the year, and I will be until May of this year. So I've been very fortunate there. But my social media tactic was when I decided I'm going to do just 1 deal a month, how can I be different? I'm going into a market that I'm not here in the Hamilton County area, but I'm going to a market that's been pretty much owned by another team for quite some time. So I knew going up against them was going to be difficult. And if I was going to do this 1 sale a month, I wanted it to be in my hometown. I wasn't going to drive all over the place and show houses for, 5 hours a day. So I targeted my hometown. Well, that grew, it grew and grew. I think I have 25 followers on my Facebook page now, and I get daily leads. I want to buy a house. Come list my house. So I don't even have to do any other advertising if I don't want to. I do, but it's been fabulous, and it's free. So I think with that said, you have to determine what kind of message you're sending. Not only am I putting just listed, just sold, market statistics, but you'll see on there that I am a real person. You'll see stuff about me, my dog, who is famous now, my kids. So what my market is seeing is that I am a real person, and they want to do business with me because I'm attracting like people. I'm attracting, people my age, younger, first-time home buyers, first-time home sellers, and it's so much easier to do business because by the time I get there, they're already sold. They're just like, okay, let's go, let's sign the yard. So it's been phenomenal in the way that it has branded me in that market, and I tell the story about being at a wine bar in town one night, and a guy coming out of the bathroom a little intoxicated and hollering at me across the room because he recognized me from Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know what he was going to say or do, and I didn't know him from, Adam. I had no idea who this guy was, but it just goes to show what I'm doing by posting, technology that Keller Williams has, and I'm going to just tout on my company a little bit because I love KW. We have some really cool things that let me post properties that drive them back to my website. So I think when I looked at our stats the other day, we had like 560 registered clients, leads that come in on our page. So each day the girls get 10, 12 leads. Last weekend, every single person on my team sold a house. So I was so excited for that. So I'm finally at the place in my career that I can teach these girls what I know, what's worked for me, and give them that power and that education. But we do Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, the whole shebang. And I do have 2 marketing girls now that assist in that because it's just become so overwhelming. But by sending the right messages and targeting not only my geographic location, but people that have the same interest and likes has made my business just so much easier to do. So being that I'm less than a year and a half as a full-time agent, don't be afraid to try something different. What works, like they said, for them may not work for you, may not work for me. I'm not gonna buy a truck. I don't need to at this point. What's that? I don't. Yeah, and when I chose, the name of the team, the name of my business, I didn't put my name in the team because I want to create a business that someday I can sell. I can walk away from, and no one's going to say, well, where's Heather Upton? Where's Heather Upton? They know the team name, which is kind of my philosophy behind that. So, is that too short? Did I hit it all?
No.
Questions?
Okay. I have the benefit of working out of your office. Can you talk a little bit about how you have very purposely taken your fan page and really geographically nailed it down to your city, but then you also use it to promote city events? You want to be the place for that area. Can you talk a little bit?
Absolutely. So, in addition to new listings just sold, we try to focus on, again, being in the small town, what is going on, what's coming up in the fall, what's coming up in the spring. We have 1 million parades a year. So we write and promote whatever event it is, blog about it, our blog post on our Facebook page. So yeah, it's a community resource. So in addition to real estate, why would someone else follow my page? Well, because I'm going to tell you what's going on, any important events, school events, anything.
Nonprofit fundraisers, you do a lot of things.
What's that?
Nonprofit fundraisers.
We do. I'm a big supporter of animal rescue, for those who know me. So we do, Keller Williams just had, we're still actually having it a download, we rolled out a personal real estate app, and they're giving away $50,000 to one person who downloads the app, and that contest in on Monday. So we did a promotion for everyone that downloaded my app during a certain time frame that we kick back $1 to the animal shelter. We're getting ready to do sponsor a pet. I think we're doing it on a weekly basis. So we'll donate either a percentage to their adoption fee or a gift card to PetSmart, something to, and these are going to be the animals that are not the cute fluffy puppies that everyone wants, maybe a senior dog, something like that. So yeah, I just try to be different. I don't want to be the same old agent that does the same thing. What? Oh yeah, and we did in the month of October, we donated $250 to the Coleman Foundation for every closing we had. I think we had 1750 in donations. So yeah, we want to give back just as much, as be out there. It's not about the money. I mean, it is about the money, but giving back to the community, and we're good at, Keller Williams we do Red Day every year. We're actually going to do Red Day, which is where where we get back to the community. We're gonna do it in our community, so that's where we work and live. My whole team lives in that area, so yeah, we're not right here in Hamilton County, we're a little bit north of in Madison County. But, yes, ma'am.
I want to reiterate something you said in the beginning. She said it's not 25 followers, it's 2,500 followers.
Thank you. Did it just say 25? 2,500, yeah. So,
But you started, but Paisley, you started, you're trying to go.
yeah, just like everyone else, when you start, you have none.
How do you explain how you got from 100 to 2,500, number one? Number two, just what a daily activity schedule is for you?
For me?
For your marketing team?
It's, my schedule has changed a lot just this year opposed to last year, because last year with no team, I was doing it all. So I was manning, we weren't getting that amount of leads at that time, but I was getting, I was servicing at one time 30 ready, willing, and able clients. So I didn't sleep, my family hated me, and I decided at that point, again, I didn't expect to be where I am, but I'm very passionate about marketing, I love it, and for me it was being different and how can I make a splash and be different. So that's when I decided I have to add manpower, I can't keep up this lifestyle. So now my day is more like I get up in the morning, check emails real quick. Cherry, my assistant, is here. She also checks incoming email. I do not get any leads from my website. I just get referrals now. That's the only business that I do business with. So the girls round robin leads. Now most of my team are new agents, which is good because I don't have to retrain them. So they're come to me like sponges, just tell me what to do. So I actually, once a week, I coach with every agent on my team for an hour. We have lead trackers. We go over every possible scenario that they have. How can we convert that lead to a sale? So basically, I'm on call for my agents because they're in situations that they don't know what to do. How do I do this? How do I handle this? What does this mean? So I've reinvested the time that I would have spent last year with leads into my team. So I'm supporting them so that they can grow the business, so I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I'm still, very active. The marketing girls, they both work part-time. We sit down, I give them a list of topics that I want them to blog about or do research about, and they'll come up with the guts of it and do the postings. I do manage my Facebook page still. That's my baby. I created that. I want to put the content on there and I want to be responsible for it. And a lot of it is personal, stuff that talks about just whatever. And that's probably, again, I'm not throwing real estate down your throat every time I'm on there. It's fun. And I get a ton of interaction from my clients or from my followers. So it makes it easy to do business.
Is your Facebook page your personal page or business?
Business. And my name is not on there. So you would not know my name.
What is the name of it?
Didn't want to share that. No, I'm just kidding. It's Pendleton Real Estate Pro. Yes, Wendy?
Let's a little bit specific to Kelly's question. A year ago, when you were building this fan page, how many posts were you shooting for on your fan page? What was your relationship to business versus Pendleton versus stuff? And what else kind of posting? Let's go specific to people who are been in this business a year to 3 years, and they want to go from 100 to 2,500. What kind of specific, are they looking at committing 7 hours a day to Facebook? Or can they do this in what kind of specific post are we looking for?
I drove my numbers up by targeting my zip code, targeting my age group. So I also did paid advertising. So for $1 a day, that's what I set my budget at, I would post listings that were in that market. So, when you see all those out to the left, or showing up in your news feeds that, Joe Smith likes this, well then that's what was driving people back to my page. It was inexpensive, and then it got to the point where, now, I did have to invest money into that in the beginning, but once it started snowballing, now where I'm up now to 2,500, I don't have to do as much of that because there's enough followers on there that I'm getting plenty of business from my 2,500 followers. But I did do paid advertising. It was usually postings for community events, something that was very specific to my community. So maybe you weren't in the market to buy or sell a house, but all of a sudden, I'm promoting an event that your son or daughter is participating in. So of course that's going to catch your eye and your attention, and you're going to, oh, what's that all about? So I just collected another follower that didn't maybe realize that, and it's kind of funny, I get people that think I'm stalking them, and, but it's the system and the way it works. But I got one night, my phone, I turned it on silent, but I had like 62 missed phone calls from the same phone number. And then one of my marketing girls goes, you need to get on your Facebook now. This guy thought that I had singled him out, that he at some point had to like my page. He wrote stalker, I don't know, like 100 times on my page. I think he was intoxicated in the middle of the night. So I had to go through and actually had to ban him from my page. But I'll be in the store, at the gym, and someone will be like, oh yeah, Facebook, oh yeah, Facebook, oh you keep popping up on my Facebook. So I got 2 listing appointments yesterday. I've got, I don't know how many buyers that I just push off to the girls because I just don't have the time, but it's making my business very, very, very easy.
So by being consistent and concentrating on your community, which is what we keep hearing about.
That's my niche. My niche is my small community.
In a year.
In 1 year, May 1st is actually my full 1-year anniversary. But we closed almost 100 sales. We have 7 agents, and they're very, very busy from the leads and the brand that we've created. We've actually went as far now. I've got a second brand that is outside of my community because I do pick up business in other areas. So I couldn't very well put that Pendleton sign in their yard. So we have a second brand, a second Facebook, a whole another marketing for the other brand.
Public announcement, I'm not moving my clients anymore. Let everybody know.
Any other, yeah.
Do you use Twitter at all to promote listings or open houses?
Yep, we do.
How do you compare Twitter to Facebook? It sounds like a lot of your stuff is Facebook.
Yes, because that's my comfort zone. The Twitter thing, one of my marketing girls is all about Twitter, so she will do the Twitter stuff. Can't really, we have a lot of followers on there, but I don't think they're as warm and local leads as the Facebook leads are. So we won't stop because it's going to continue to grow, just like the other social media outlets are. And that's the thing, and we had this conversation this week, is there's so many different social media platforms, and I could hire 10 people just to sign up for every one and promote the brand on every one, but we've got to kind of squeeze that back down and figure out what is working best for us. So, but she's awesome, and she was on a video webinar yesterday. I think 1% of agents use video, so that's our big goal this year, is to push the video. We actually now will do walkthrough videos and not just virtual photos pasted together, so we're trying to get more active with the video. Saw a hand.
What types of things do you post on Pinterest?
One of the marketing girls signed up for a webinar the other day. This is kind of a little bit extreme, I think, but we'll post our listings, we'll post our open houses. If there's any tips on landscaping or things to get your house ready, do's and don'ts, she'll post. Now, there's, I guess, a whole nother thing to Pinterest where you can actually have your client log on and they can create their own board within your board. If there were certain things they wanted in their next house, and I'm like, well, no, can't manage that. Let's just keep it simple. But yeah, that's the thing. There's so many different things we can do. Anybody else? I'm getting the 2-minute warning. Yes, no. Thank you for having me.